Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today in our Simple and Beautiful series we're breaking down a true classic. We're diving into the iconic world of Pink Floyd, from their monumental 1979 album The Wall. The piece we're looking at is the haunting and beautiful Is There Anybody Out There? It's that unforgettable acoustic passage that feels both incredibly simple and deeply profound, a masterclass in mood and melody. Alright, so let's walk through it step by step and see how it all comes together. So let's take a look at how it's played, and you'll see that with a few key shapes you can capture that Floydian magic yourself. Alright folks, let's break down how this is played. We're in the key of A minor, right? So we're starting from the A minor chord and building from there. We're starting on the D string at the 2nd fret. Next we use a 3-2-1 picking pattern. So in other words, we play the 3rd, 2nd and 1st strings and then come back to the 2nd and 3rd. That's how we back up the main melody. Alright, moving on the next part. We do the same thing on the D string, 2nd fret, and then on the G string also at the 2nd fret. After that, we move the pinky to the 3rd fret, still on the D string. And then we play the same pattern, 3-2-1, 2-3. Okay, let's put both phrases together now. Next, we're using the same pattern. We slide the pinky up to the 4th fret, still on the D string. This part might be a bit trickier. You'll need a bit of a stretch with your pinky here. We play it the same way, same pattern. We start on the 4th string, then go to the 3rd string, then back to the 4th, and play our pattern 3-2-1, 2-3. Third fret on the D string, 2nd fret on the G string, then we're moving the pinky to the 4th fret of the D string, and then the same pattern 3-2-1, 2-3. Then we bring the pinky back to the 3rd fret on the D string and play the same pattern again. Next we play on the D string again, then move to the G string. And then the pattern changes up a bit. We're playing on the second fret on the D string, but after that we switch to a pattern when we only use 3, 2 and 1 form. In this same pattern we also play the open D string. Then we move to the A string, 3rd fret, and play everything exactly the same way. Then we play the exact same thing, but on the 2nd fret on the A string. Next we start on the open A string and play all 5 strings from A to high E. And for the second half of this phrase, we play from the A string down to the B string. And next we play on the A string and the D string, alternating between them. Here's how both phrases sound together. And after that, we repeat the whole thing from the beginning. When we get to the D string in the second phrase, we change the pattern up a bit. Instead of going to the A string, we go to the G string. So the first time through we played it with the bass with the A string. Then the second time we play it with the G string. That wraps up the first section. The second part is played almost the same as the first, with just a slight variation at the very end. After that, we finish the second section by playing an arpeggio from the A string all the way up to the high E. And now we move on to the third section, which is in the C major, and it sounds like this. We play all 5 strings from the A string up to the high E. Next we play from the second fret of the A string, and this part might be a little trickier. From A string we play up to the B string, which is fretted at the first fret. Here we use a hammer-on the 3rd fret with the pinky. After that we play from the high E string down to the G string. Then we move back to the A minor position, but this time we keep the B string open. Here we also start by playing all 5 strings from the A string up to the high E. And on the way back we only play down to the G string. And then we play a really beautiful phrase. Here we start by playing the first fret on the B string, then the open high E string. Then the 3rd fret on the B string and the 4th fret on the G string. Then we shift back to the first position. And using the same pattern, we play the B string at the 1st fret and the G string at the 2nd fret. And then we play the open B and G strings. So that's how you play the whole part together. After that, we play the major section again, starting from the C major. But we end this part a little differently, with a phrase like this. We play a glissando on the B string from the 1st to the 5th fret, and then on the high string at the 8th fret. We shift the hand to the 4th position and play the G string at the 4th fret and the high string at the 7th fret. And after that, we go back to the first section. And we finish like this. To end on the A minor chord, we play all the string from the A string down to the B string. Then we move up to the 5th position, play the B string at the 5th fret, then high E at the 5th, 7th, 8th, and then 12th frets. And after that we grab this chord. The B string at the 10th fret, the G string at the 9th fret, and the D string also at the 10th fret. Here we get the same A minor chord, just in a different inversion. The full, in-depth version with PDF tabs and Guitar Pro files and all the nuances is already up on my Patreon. Link in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.